I got to take a quick break from my usual content because, baby, we got to discuss Love is Blind Season 5. Now, I've seen a lot of takes, and most of them were on point. But I want to give y'all my top 4 of the most diabolical characters on Love is Blind Season 5. So let's get into it. Number 4 is Lydia. Now, you may think that Lydia should be higher on the list, but I don't, and I'll tell you why. Do I think that she's still obsessed with Uche? Absolutely. Do I think that she probably befriended Aaliyah just because of that? Absolutely. Do I think that she only professed her so-called love for Milton because she still wanted to be on the show and wanted to somehow be connected with Uche? Absolutely. Do I think that she still has feelings for Uche? Because I don't know if y'all saw when she was arguing with Uche and Milton tried to come in and get her and she didn't come. That said a lot to me. Because if you really don't care about somebody and your new man come in, you going with him. You not finna stay and have no more conversation. But that's just me. But we have to think about it. This man was involved with her intimately right before the show started. So what do you expect? Then everybody's talking about how she was looking at his friends' stories on Instagram. So, I mean, what woman hasn't done a little bit of social media sneak peeking or snooping on the Instagram or social medias on somebody? Be for real. I'm looking at you. You're lying if you say that you haven't. And don't do me. I'm married and I have been for 14 years. So that is past me now. Okay, so now let's get into number 3. Number 3 is Izzy, and I'm going to tell y'all why. I don't think that he's a provider, nor do I think that he is a masculine man. And I don't think that that is what Stacey is looking for, and I think that she is going to be disappointed in him very shortly. Now, because, he was up in Stacey's house acting like he's the bad bee, and he's about to be caked on and tricked on. And that doesn't give good vibes to me at all. Not to mention, he snitched on Johnny and tried to call her sketch because she was trying to double back with Chris. And my thing is this. Yeah, she kind of double backed and switched up what she said to the both of them. But it's like, why do you care, sir? You didn't want her. So why would you try to sabotage her getting with somebody else? I think he's the type that wanted to dump her and see her sad and crying on the side of the road to feed his own ego. And that's actually super bogus. Not to mention that he's got an insecurity with his lack of hair. And I don't think that he should. I think that he looks fine bald. But I do think that he has a lot of complexes and insecurities that I see being a very big problem for Stacey down the road. Now let's get into number 2. Uche. Now, you know what? It was very difficult not to put this man at number 1 because, baby, this man is a master of manipulation and gaslighting. If they had an Olympics for gaslighting, he would have a gold medal. Now, this man goes on the show acting like he's really looking for love and he's this nice guy that just can't find anybody when he was just in a situationship/relationship right before casting started. And then had the nerve to judge Aaliyah for cheating on somebody 2.5 years ago when he was up in somebody's guts a few weeks before coming on the show. And didn't even have the nerve to tell her off the rip. I think that he's an extremely judgmental person. And you can just really tell that he has a different set of rules when judging someone else versus looking at himself. And not to mention, this man has a whole head of broccoli on the top of his head. And I don't even understand what is up with the black men that come on Love is Blind. Are there not any barbers in your area? There was Barrett, Kwame, and now you. Brett was cool, but this is just unacceptable. No lineup, no taper, just using the clippers with your eyes closed and hoping for the best. A doggone shame. All right, now let's get into number 1. Number 1, you may be surprised. My number 1 is JP. First of all, let's just start off by addressing the elephant in the room, okay? The flags. The flags everywhere. The American flag toilet paper. The American flag towels. The American flag boxers. The American flag tank tops. The American flag sheets. The American flag's toothpaste. Okay, I'm exaggerating, but y'all know what I mean. Now, I don't know if, it's because I'm black or not. I don't think so, but I think that a man that makes the American flag his whole wardrobe and identity is a giant red flag, in my opinion. I think that we need to look in this man's GPS history and see where he was on January 6th because I'm pretty sure he was there. Now, by the grace of God, he was able to attract a woman like Taylor, which he had no opportunity to meet in the real world. That is the truth. Okay? So when he saw her, he should have felt extremely blessed because, as I just said, there's no way he could have pulled a woman like her in the real world. No way, shape, form, or fashion. And then when they went on the honeymoon, he had the audacity to tell her that he wasn't speaking to her because she had makeup on at the reveal and didn't think that she was real, and that made him feel awkward. What? Make that make sense. First of all, her makeup was pretty and it wasn't even heavy. So, and you know what? This may be off the topic just a little bit, but this is really why I feel like you cannot give unattractive men a chance, because if you do and they say something about your looks, then you're going to wonder how they have the audacity. Truthfully, this man had slits for lips and he's over here talking about what somebody else should be looking like or what he thinks they should be. Now, Taylor had already told him that his breath was stinky and inquired about him taking a shower, which means his hygiene is not up to par. And if somebody's hygiene is not up to par when they just met you, you already know what's about to happen if y'all get into a long-term relationship. It's about to be absolutely egregious, okay? So he has all of that going on, and then he feels like he can tell her what he doesn't want her to wear. And he doesn't want her to wear makeup, even though she very rarely had it on in the first place. I really think that he just said that about her makeup to hurt her feelings because she was trying to hold him accountable for his weird behavior. Either that or he's been watching too many red pill videos. You know, the videos where they talk about women and no makeup and this is what they need to do, da-da-da. Because he gives me very much red pill incel vibes. But either way, I am so glad that she left that man to go right back where he came from. And that is his We Love America lakes that he is used to. Okay? Y'all let me know what y'all think down below.